Hello, my name's Derek and I do web design, and I thought I might break away from the coding stuff and look at search engine optimization. It's a question I get asked quite a lot, and I also cover it in a course I run for my local community centre. And of course, you probably get bombarded with emails all the time, and I've got some examples for you. I've got Nikita, who's reaching out to me to see if I need any help with social media management. No. Heidi, hello there with an exclamation mark. Hope you're doing well today. Well, thank you very much, Heidi. Are you aware that your website could be ranking much higher on Google for certain targeted keyword phrases? Yes. Tell me more. I saw your website and found some issues with it that could be resolved by yourself, even if you're not so much technical. Please do go on. I will put my analysis together and email it to you in my report. I will show you specifically things you can be doing on your own to dramatically improve your search results and certain targeted keyword phrases. Once you see my report, you will know exactly what needs to be done and there will be no room for error. May I send? No, thank you. From Heidi to Helen. I'm reaching out to see if you need some help with social... No, thank you. Jasmine. Hi there. With an exclamation mark. Hope you're doing well. Well, thank you very much, Jasmine. Are you looking to get SEO done on your website? This will increase the visibility on Google and your client base. No. We work on a unique pay performance model, and our team of specialists work closely with your organisation to achieve real results. Well, better than fake results. Can I send you a pay on performance SEO proposal to consider, or call you directly to discuss our services? No, you may not. You don't have to worry about changing algorithms from Google, etc., etc., etc. No, I don't. And I don't worry about changing algorithms from Google, whether it's penguin, panda, cat food, whatever the algorithm happens to be. Because there's a simple thing that Google's trying to do. It's constantly improving its search engine. There's an arms war between those who want to exploit it and Google delivering good results. Basically what they're trying to do is become more like a human in their human interpretation. And so it comes down to quality, really. So if you've got stuff that people want to search for, and you've done it in a reasonable way, then it should work. As an Australian owned and operated company, we know the importance of quality and consistency. Blah, 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 blah. I won't bore you with the rest of it, but she signs herself off as Jasmine, Head of Marketing, SEO Engineers, Melbourne, Australia. Interesting. Once again, no URL. And the other thing I notice with all these ones I get, they're all female names as well. So maybe I'm going to be more disposed to replying to nice young ladies. Well, yeah, nah. Okay. SEO. What can I say? It takes time. It really does. Time and work. Mr. D said it. And the first step is to understand how Google works. And once you've understood that, the rest of the stuff kind of starts to fall into place. And when you're dealing with Google, it happens in 3 stages. There's the crawling, the indexing, and the serving. Now the crawling part is, as the name probably implies, it's where Google finds out what actually exists out on the web. So there's no like central repository, database, etc. of web pages or websites. they're all sort of scattered over servers all over the place, so Google builds up its own picture of it. And of course, this process of discovery is known as crawling. And if you want to improve your crawling, well, the first step starts with just putting a URL into Google and letting Google do the rest. You're not going to be able to pay them to index your whole page faster. They'll index it when they index it. You can also get your page linked by other pages that Google already knows about, although there is an inherent danger in that. If it's a spammy site, you're going to be tarred with that brush as well. And also make sure you follow their webmaster guidelines. And that's just basic sort of common sense and decency type stuff. Indexing is the next part. Once the page is discovered, Google's AI algorithm tries to work out what it's all about, and so it catalogues everything, tries to sort of pull out keywords, sentiments, also pulls out things like locations, all that sort of stuff. So it sort of creates kind of a huge database of stuff. I mean, Google has a massive amount of computing resources to do this. To improve indexing, create short, meaningful page titles. Use page headings that convey the subject on the page, and preferably use text. If you've got images, put in alt texts in there. And I've seen research that sort of suggests probably somewhere around about 300 words a page. That's probably correct at the moment, but as Google's indexing improves, you can probably get away with making it shorter. And in my book, sometimes shorter is better, but it's a matter of what Google can understand. Serving is the next part. So when the user types a query, Google tries to find the most relevant answer, and that's based on a number of factors. It tries to determine the highest quality answers, and factors in what will provide the best user experience, location, language, whether it's a desktop or a phone, all that sort of stuff. And for example, if you're searching for bicycle repair shops, and if you happen to be in Paris, then the results you're going to get are in Paris. They're hardly going to give you results in Hong Kong. It's a long way to go from Paris to Hong Kong to pick up a bike. And the other thing that probably goes without saying is Google doesn't accept payment to make pages rank higher. All the ranking is done programmatically, and of course that would probably, if they started accepting payment, that would break their business model. So tips on improving your serving: try to make your page load as fast as you can, and this is an absolute must. Mobile friendly. Put useful content on your page and keep it up to date. And Google Webmaster Guidelines, once again, you can Google that, and ensure you give your users a good experience. So that's really about all I had to say on that. There's a whole lot more depth you can go into it, but I might do some more in-depth videos on that particular subject. But hope you've found what I've done a bit remotely useful. If you have, you can like, subscribe, all that sort of stuff, and I'll see you in the next one.